Revolt Pro Wrestling is proud to support Pink Heals. Pink Heals is an organization that comes together and fundraises for women dealing with and battling cancer. Now they help their families, they help before, during, and after treatment, bring together money to help deal with things like hospital bills and doctor's offices. They really help build a community, and we are proud to have their logos emblazoned on the Revolt Pro Women's Championship here. We are really lucky to be working with Pink Heals, who supports so much of the community and supports so much of what we do here at Revolt Pro Wrestling. We want to say a big thank you to Pink Heals.
Extreme Exterminating offers complete home and commercial pest control services. For the past 20 years, local owner Tim Brown has been faithfully servicing the Baldwin, Mobile, and Escambia counties. He is very professional, highly trained, licensed, and insured. Extreme Exterminating services include annual, semi-annual, quarterly, and monthly pest control services, termite protection plans, real estate closing letters, ozone remediation, plus more. Don't let the high cost of other companies keep you from having affordable pest control service and keeping your home bug-free and your mind at ease. Call 251-550-7699 for a free estimate.
Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Revolt Pro Wrestling, presented by Automedic. I am Justin Wortham, joined alongside
brilliant Bryce Anthony, and we are here to bring you some of the best wrestling on the Gulf Coast right here on the CW.
Shout out some of our other sponsors as well, like Shadow Graphic Images, as well as the Alberta Farmers Co-op. Big thank you, guys.
Well, here comes Chris Justice, much to the love of the crowd.
And you see that fan there, it says Chris Justice is my hero. He's about to come out here and shut Vladamir Koloff up.
You don't know that. You're just making brash assumptions based on crowds cheering for people.
Well, just
how is that any correlation to a man's ability?
Look, he's going to run circles around Vladamir, wear him out, hit that kick of conviction, and send it home.
Unless Koloff gets his hands on him and crushes his head like a pineapple.
Well, I can't deny that, Bryce. That very well could happen tonight.
Exactly. And here we go.
And to your point, Bryce, I tell you, if Vladamir hits that Russian sickle, it's like a variation of a clothesline from hell. I tell you, Justice may not be able to kick out of that. See Vladamir put a lot of people down with that Russian sickle.
Well, you look at his arms, they're the size of tree trunks. They're bigger than Chris Justice's legs. I could imagine you could take your head off with that.
And although Justice in tremendous shape, Vladamir is definitely the strongest of the two.
Well, yeah, weighs the man by 100 pounds. He'd obviously be stronger.
Yeah, just caught him like a rag doll right there.
Too early in the match for that kind of nonsense.
Hey, a roll-up. The cover.
That's two.
How about that, Bryce? Koloff's reeling.
Koloff regrouping on the outside. I can't say it's not a good idea. Get your bearings, get a game plan, get back in there, win the match.
Oh yeah, I saw you clapping for him.
Just a little bit. A man needs some moral support.
Well, Will counting either way. Oh, Justice has the flag now.
Now that's just disrespectful. I don't care if you don't like Vladimir Koloff, but that's literally the flag of an entire people.
Oh, look at that.
And you're going to wipe your butt with it. Oh, yeah. I'm sure that's great.
He threw it up in the air, kind of like
just disrespected an entire nation. Great way to go. I'm sure you feel very proud. Proud day for you and your family.
I can't argue that, Bryce, but I still love it. I love this headlock as well, with these knees being driven into the sternum.
Yeah, Chris Justice working over Koloff in the corner, trying to get some momentum going here.
Going for something huge. Oh, the Justice splash. He's calling for it again.
Are you sure it's the
Taking all
Justice
the wind
splash?
out of Koloff. Oh, another.
That could be the Chris splash, and then the second one could be the Justice. He could be spelling his name. We don't know.
Oh, going for a... Uh-oh. I thought Justice could get him up, but man.
Apparently not. Justice can get an elbow to the ear.
He might have slipped the disc right there, Bryce.
He might have ruptured an eardrum.
And that's all it took
There's a
from
chop.
this brute. Koloff. Oh, how about that?
I don't know why these people keep chanting USA. We're sitting in Alabama. It's basically Mexico.
Oh, Bryce, you crack me up. I tell you what. But no laughing matter with that splash from Vladamir after a display of athleticism, man. And there's a display of power.
There we go. Up, 2 count only. Chris Justice pretty quick on the 2. That was about 1 8/9, I'd say. Get out your protractor and tell me what percentage that was. Come on.
I don't know what percentage that was, Bryce. I just know about 2 minutes ago, Justice was having a good time, and he is hurting now, Bryce.
Well, of course he's hurting. Vladimir Koloff got all his weight on Chris Justice. Justice trying to fight out of it.
I'm just amazed with Koloff when he did that roll through and followed it up with a devastating splash to the corner. I mean, I didn't think this guy was agile like that.
He agilely banged his head off the mat right there. Oh, vicious senton.
It's over. 2 and...
Oh, that was a
Still in
lot
there.
closer to 3 than 1, wasn't it?
Still in there, Bryce, but you can see Chris Justice is hurt. He's going to try to feed off the energy of this crowd here. And the kick drops the big man.
Koloff taking a nap after that enziguri.
And a near fall.
Count.
I tell you, Justice followed that up, just pure desperation. And now the crowd's getting behind Chris Justice. This is what he needs, Bryce.
You know, Vladimir Koloff told me that the reason he wears a mask is because it actually stops some of his peripheral vision. It gives him blinders so he can concentrate and focus on his target, and also so he doesn't accidentally see you.
Well, forget about me, Bryce. He just saw Chris Justice skull and knocked him out. Man, just when I thought Justice was about to mount a comeback, he's got to quit going for that body slam. Another cover. I tell you, Justice hanging in there.
Justice trying to make the best of this, but that is a big Russian bear hug.
And this could be the end of the match right here, Bryce. He may not escape the massive arms of Vladimir Koloff.
They'd be hard pressed to get out of this at this point. It's crushing power on those ribs. It just sucks all the air out of you.
And Justice with a fury of strikes. Oh, but he's caught again.
He keeps going to that well and keep coming back with an empty bucket there, Justin.
And I tell you, I hope you're ready, Bryce, for the post-match interview, because Vladimir said after he shows that Russia is superior to America, he said he wants a post-match interview. I'm not going up there to talk to him.
I'll give you $5 to do it. I know you're cheap and need the money.
No, you're the broadcast journalist. You do it. If Koloff wins, I don't want no part of it.
Pansy.
But I'll go do it if Justice wins.
Oh, yeah. You're so unbiased.
And you hear the crowd here, Bryce, USA. Oh, and there's a DDT from Chris Justice.
Koloff laying there like a big sack of potatoes.
The cover. Oh.
Kick out.
barely. I tell you, Bryce, this could be the opportunity that Chris Justice needs to set up for the Justice drop or the kick of conviction and pick up a victory. Here we go. What's he going to do?
That's what Justice should be looking for at this point. He's tried everything else.
He's pretty winded, although he is in control.
Chris Justice on this one's opened up every weapon in his arsenal.
Oh, there's the Russian sickle. Bryce,
there it goes.
Over.
Just call it a night. Oh! And Chris Justice
out of that?
kicks out. Nobody can believe it.
He might try to set up for that again, Bryce. I mean, Justice looks like he's seeing stars right now.
Still throwing punches, but does he even know who he's fighting?
I don't know if he even knows where he's at right now. And Koloff with a burst of speed.
Oh, big splash. Here comes a train.
I tell you, at this point, Justice,
Chris Justice completely vulnerable in the corner, going in for a cannonball.
And I can't believe it, Bryce Justice at the last second got out of the way. This could be what he needs right here, Bryce.
This could be the turning point of the match if Chris Justice can capitalize on this over Koloff. Koloff has made a terrible error here, a slight misjudgment of timing, and here we are with Chris Justice with the upper hand.
He has to take advantage, Bryce. And I don't know if this is a smart idea right here.
Going for the big suplex on the big man, but that's not exactly in Chris Justice's repertoire at the moment. That's just too much weight, too much girth to try and get up like that.
And I tell you, that massive leg. Oh, but he rolls out of the way again. These athletes giving it everything they've got. Huge shout out to one of our sponsors, Booby's Garage. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, without all of these sponsors, we could not deliver the best action in all of the Gulf Coast.
Yeah, Chris Justice getting a reverse Irish whip right here. Goes for the Russian sickle again, catches him in the reverse headlock.
The Justice drop, that's gotta be it. 2, 3, it's over, Bryce.
Over.
From out of nowhere. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Justice. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Booby's Garage has serviced the Pensacola, Florida area since 1930, providing honest, reliable auto repair. We are 4 generations strong with many more to come. From timing belts to transmissions, we've got you covered. Located at 30135 US Highway 98 in Alberta, Alabama. Give us a call for all your automotive needs.
Vicious athlete here, former Revolt Pro Wrestling heavyweight champion.
Get it right, the undefeated heavyweight champion. He was never pinned.
Well, you are correct on that, and he also has never submitted. However, he did pass out, and the ref had no choice but to call the match when he faced O'Shea Edwards recently.
Hey, that isn't a go against Santos. That's a referee calling a match. Santos had no control over that. He was never pinned. He was never submitted. Now you sit there and say a man lost because he passed out. You're just going to walk up to heart attack and stroke victims and go, loser.
Yeah, hey, I have to agree with you, Bryce. I mean, he is so stubborn, he let himself pass out. All he had to do was tap. There was no way to escape.
I think showing that kind of mental fortitude, they should have just gave him the match, said he won.
Well, hey, thanks to Pink Hills for bringing us this next matchup tonight. And here comes a newcomer to Revolt Pro Wrestling, Malandro.
You know, I hear that Malandro is a very mysterious man. Not a lot known about him. We don't know exactly where he comes from, who does his hair.
Kind of looks like the Predator. I did find out that he debuted in 2016, and he has trained everywhere from California all the way over here to the southeast. We're going to see if he can land that butterfly DDT tonight and give Christopher Santos his first pinfall loss.
Well, I mean, I know you said you don't know a lot about Malandro, but I actually happen to know everything about Malandro.
Is that so, Bryce?
Yes.
That's why they call you brilliant, huh?
Yes, I'm a broadcast journalist. I know everything.
My goodness, Bryce. I tell you what, you are so full of yourself.
Do you want to know where he's really from?
Where's he from?
None of your business.
Oh, man. Nonetheless, Will has rang the bell in Santos. Just look into those eyes, man. He doesn't care about the crowd. He doesn't care about anything in this atmosphere right now except for destroying Malandro and picking up a victory.
Well, why would he? He's a focused human being. I mean, look at him. He obviously spends countless hours training, countless hours working out, countless hours perfecting his craft. He is one of the most dominant technical wrestlers on the Gulf Coast today.
Hey, there's a quick roll-up, though.
Why would he care what the fans think?
Well, and to your point, Bryce, speaking of being in the gym, man, I have found out this guy's numbers, man. He reps 525 when he does the squat in the gym. I mean, just look at those tree trunk legs. Looks like he's about to try to kick Malandro out of this. Malandro can't sink it all the way in.
That'd definitely be the right way to go.
And look, you can see he just, oh, there's a cover.
I thought he almost had him.
Display of strength.
Malandro did not see that coming.
Santos, what a beast.
Malandro not exactly knowing what to make of Santos. I don't think Malandro's dealt with anybody as strong as Santos before.
The unknown Malandro trying to figure out what he has to do here to gain an opening advantage here in this matchup.
Would you like to know an inside thing about Malandro?
There's a cover. Fill me in, Bryce. Another one.
He loves pistachio ice cream. Loves it. Take
What?
it.
Maybe that's why he's wearing green tonight?
No, that's not why.
Oh. Well, nonetheless, he's got a crossface on Santos right now.
I'd be checking his hands, see if he has the hair. It looks like he has the hair.
Bryce, I don't see him pulling any hair. Come on.
Well, now he's getting
There's a
pinned.
cover. Maybe Santos pulled the tights right there. How about that?
I didn't see that at all. I saw some hair pulling though.
Well, these two still jockeying for position. Another cover.
Oh, claps the knees right on Malandro's ears.
And
That'll break up
Santos
anything.
with a look of frustration. Each athlete wondering what they have to do here to gain an advantage and try to start wearing their opponent out.
I think Santos knows exactly what he needs to do.
Well, I tell you, if Santos hits that fallen saint tonight, it's academic. Big thank you to EDM Security, another one of our sponsors. It's because of them that we are able to deliver the best matches in all of the Gulf Coast live on the Gulf Coast CW Network, Bryce.
Well, there was Santos. I told you he'd have a plan. Met Malandro right in the middle of the ring with a knee lift right to the gut. And then you see the result. Malandro stuck in the corner.
And that's just Santos being more experienced coming into play.
Malandro attacking that back, trying to injure it.
Good game plan from Malandro. Definitely going to have to wear out Santos to defeat him.
That was quite loud, Justin.
Yeah, let's see if we can hear him do it again. Stop talking, Bryce.
Going up top.
6, 7, 8. Oh. Bryce, why weren't you counting?
Because I knew it was about to end.
You might be right there, Bryce. Man, that clothesline just took his head
Santos
off.
just ducked out the back door, grabbed Malandro's ankles, whipped him down. His head goes right off the turnbuckle. You couldn't ask for a better reversal than that.
You are correct in that statement, Bryce. I was having too much fun with what was going on in the corner there, and just like that, Santos got right out of it.
And Santos with his constant claims of being the man, and you'd be hard-pressed to argue with him right now.
I'm not going to argue with him.
I wish you would. Please go do.
No.
Please try. I really want to see it.
You know, as much as I dislike Santos and some of his tactics, his accolades cannot be denied. The man was never pinned or submitted to lose the heavyweight championship.
Of course not. I mean, look at him. He's a premier athlete. I mean, he's a world-class wrestler. The man can destroy anybody given the right circumstances, and those circumstances happen to be stepping into the ring.
And you can see some of the fans talking smack to Santos. He needs to focus on Malandro.
Yeah, you gotta love that. They're talking smack to him on the other side of a guardrail. I don't see him jumping that guardrail and trying to talk smack to him.
Bryce, I wouldn't advise that.
I wouldn't advise it at all. Santos will kill you. I'm just saying, it's easy to talk smack from complete and utter safety.
Snapmares him down and kicks him right in
like
the
all those guys
spine.
who talk bad about you on the internet.
What?
There's whole chat groups about people who hate you.
Well, those people need to get a life then, Bryce. I'd respond to them, but I'm too busy calling this action here for Revolt Pro Wrestling. And Santos didn't quite catch that. Malandro rolls out.
That was by a quarter inch that he missed.
Oh, but he caught that vicious backbreaker. That's it, Bryce. Not just yet. I tell you, although Santos more experience in a former champion, the fact that Malandro is making his debut, that's thrown Santos off a little bit.
Well, he's making his debut here. Apparently you don't know where he's been since he started in this profession.
And you know where he's been, Bryce?
Yes.
You got all that information, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So where all has he been?
It's none of your business, and I'll thank you to quit asking.
Jeez, Bryce, come on.
Oh! Basement drop kick while the leg is grapevine to the ropes. That'll tear a meniscus.
Yeah, I tell you, it doesn't matter where he's been at this point because he might be on his way to the hospital after this matchup.
I won't tell you where he's been, but I'll tell you where he's going. If he keeps up with this, the emergency room.
I can't deny that, Bryce. I tell you, Santos has just taken over.
Oh, snap suplex. Finds its mark.
And a pinfall attempt.
Ooh, that was almost more than an attempt.
That was very close, Bryce. Santos just wearing Malandro out at this point. Oh, he's going to take the mask
gonna go
off.
for the mask. Ultimate disrespect to a masked wrestler is trying to take off that cover. You lose your hood, you lose your face, you lose your respect.
Well,
it's ended careers before, Justin.
To your point, Malandro might run to the back if he gets unmasked, and then he'd get counted out. Each athlete jockeying for position here. Trying to gain an advantage.
While we're on Gulf Coast CW being broadcast all over the Gulf Coast, if Santos gets that mask off of Malandro there, we might find out he has a face for radio.
Oh, Bryce. Bryce, I would laugh, but man, these strikes are just vicious. I'm worried about Malandro at this point.
He knew what he signed up for.
It's getting bad in there.
That's only getting bad for Malandro. Santos is having a great time.
Yeah, and if Santos can pick up a victory here tonight, he makes his case to be the #1 contender to the Revolt Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
He already has a case. He was never pinned for the title. He's never been pinned or submitted in Revolt Pro Wrestling. What more case could you possibly want to be a #1 contender? Anyone who denies that is blithering idiot.
Facts, Bryce Anthony. Oh, man. What a backbreaker there. My goodness, that's got to be it. Oh, but he suffered some of the impact. You know, he had to drop onto his lower spine there, the tailbone there, to deliver that backbreaker. And you can see Will checking on Santos as well. Man, that was like a car crash, Bryce.
Malandro does not look like he got the good end of that.
No, and I think if he wouldn't have hurt himself there, he might have been able to pick up a victory. Santos got lucky.
It's entirely possible. That was a devastating maneuver.
Oh, that's it, Bryce. He just super kicked his
That is
face
a
off.
crescent kick right to the jaw of a kneeling man. A vicious, vicious maneuver, and I thoroughly applaud it.
What's he going for here, Bryce?
He's going to the high rent district.
Oh, if he hits this, Bryce.
Oh, it's over. Call it a day.
Off the top. Oh, man, that's it. Ring the bell, Bryce. My goodness.
Bring out the meat wagon for Malandro.
I am just in awe, Bryce. We're going to have to take a commercial break, and we'll be back.
Extreme Exterminating offers complete home and commercial pest control services. For the past 20 years, local owner Tim Brown has been faithfully servicing the Baldwin, Mobile, and Escambia counties. He is very professional, highly trained, licensed, and insured. Extreme Exterminating services include annual, semi-annual, quarterly, and monthly pest control services, termite protection plans, real estate closing letters, ozone remediation, plus more. Don't let the high cost of other companies keep you from having affordable pest control service and keeping your home bug-free and your mind at ease. Call 251-550-7699 for a free estimate.
Revolt Pro Wrestling is proud to support Pink Heals. Pink Heals is an organization that comes together and fundraises for women dealing with and battling cancer. Now, they help their families, they help before, during, and after treatment, bring together money to help deal with things like hospital bills and doctor's offices. They really help build a community, and we are proud to have their logos emblazoned on the Revolt Pro Women's Championship here. We are really lucky to be working with Pink Heals, who supports so much of the community and supports so much of what we do here at Revolt Pro Wrestling. We want to say a big thank you to Pink Heals.
And I tell you, Kurt Diamond gotta get some separation here. And everybody just, it looks like everybody's just attacking at random here. We got the Jungle Kings. They are beating up on Alex Cruz, and we have, the Space Cowboys beating on Ray Fury.
Now a standoff between the Jungle Kings and the Space Cowboys. This is a matchup people have been wanting to see for a long time.
And Valor with the dreads, Taylor with the short buzz cut. As for the Jungle Kings, boy, very hard to tell these two apart. The one with the thicker beard is Lex Lee. The other one, Kevin Kaufman. And I tell you, I caught up with these guys backstage. I've never seen the Jungle Kings before. Very confident, and I said, hey, why are you guys here at Revolt Pro Wrestling? They kept it simple, Bryce. They said they're simply here just to punch people in the face.
And Ray Fury and Alex Cruz clearing the ring and then taking out all four guys on the outside.
I tell you, Furia Azteca could walk away tonight the #1 contenders.
A suicide dive from Ray Fury and a springboard plancha by Alex Cruz.
Here we go. Oh, nice tag team wrestling. Pop-up Hurricane Rana there to Valor. Oh. Nicely done by Furia Azteca. Well, I tell you, Jungle Kings.
Nice springboard flip.
This one could get out of hand quick, ladies and gentlemen. And Jungle King's in, so there is the Jungle King with the thicker beard. Right now, Lex Lee, his partner, Kevin Kaufman, on the outside.
Lex Lee just showing his size and power advantage over Ray Fury.
And you can hear Lex yell out, "Zeet, Zeet," mocking Ray Fury. You can hear this crowd zeeting with Ray Fury, trying to give him some energy to feed off here. As Lex Lee calls for Alex Taylor to come over here, and they're tag teaming him right now.
Well, they are the pinnacle of the tag team division here in Revolt Pro Wrestling. And honestly, it doesn't seem to matter who they tag with. Because double team maneuvers still hurt twice as much.
I tell you what, after that, the Space Cowboys and the Jungle Kings might just eliminate Furia Azteca right away. This match scheduled for one fall, but if one of these teams can get another team to the outside, oh man. Good Lord, did you hear that, Bryce?
Insaguri straight to the ear. I don't care who you are, that is gonna hurt. Ray Fury goes in after Taylor.
Going with
Catches a boot for his effort.
3 athletes in the ring. Hard to call this action. Very tough job on hand for Kurt Diamond here. Oh, huge Hurricane Rana. And how about that?
Just slings Taylor right into Lee.
My goodness, and here comes Kaufman back in. Maybe we'll see the Jungle Kings get some momentum here.
Jungle Kings going for some tandem offense.
Oh, and there it is, the Katy Perry, that's it. Oh!
And Alex Cruz, just by a hair, makes the save for his partner.
Shades of the Cadavra, excuse me.
God bless you.
Could barely get it out there from the international superstars. A wheelbarrow to a cutter. I tried to get the Kings to explain it, and they just said, hey, you'll hear it when you see it. It's called the Katy Perry. But speaking of the international superstars, I said, okay, Jungle Kings, let's say you do pick up the victory here tonight at a Day of Vengeance. How are you going to beat the international superstars? And what they said next is confusing. They break up a pinfall attempt there. They said that only international superstars can defeat international superstars, and they themselves are international superstars. Therefore, they would be the team that could get it done because they are the international superstars, and only the international superstars could defeat international superstars. If any of that makes sense, Bryce.
That's just weird and convoluted, and I'm going to leave you in your shame of making that statement.
Oh, Bryce, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. That's just what they said backstage.
So it's just like every other time you talk.
No, these guys, they're just unpredictable. They just, I can't even understand when I asked them what they weigh. They said they don't go by combined weight. They go by height. And they are at a height of 12 foot tall and bulletproof. They said you have to throw in the bulletproof part.
Well, when you're bulletproof, you're bulletproof. I mean, you might as well advertise it.
Oh, but not looking bulletproof right there. Huge dive to the outside.
Balor
but
going
look
up
at
to the
Balor.
higher section. Balor perched on top like Spider-Man.
Huge flip to the outside. Man, I tell you, Bryce, it's a total debacle
It looks
out
like
here.
Kaufman might have suffered an ankle injury off that. Grasping at his ankle. Alex Cruz putting the beating on him and Balor.
Now Ray Fury looking to get him some.
Ray Fury going for the springboard corkscrew. Takes out the two opponents and his own partner.
And look at Alex Taylor. Is he the next to dive?
Alex Taylor scaling the top rope.
I tell you, this is like a car crash on Highway 10, ladies and
This
gentlemen.
is less of a match and more of a demolition derby at this point. Lee making sure Taylor has nothing to say about that top rope. Alex Cruz taking pot shots at Balor, while Ray Fury mixes it up with Lee.
Oh my goodness, Bryce.
We got a superplex going on Taylor.
Oh my God! Oh my God, somebody's dead, Bryce.
And it looks like Taylor might have taken the worst of that. Justin has abandoned the commentating booth. This is the best day of my life.
I tell you, Bryce, I just had to take off the headset for a minute and just stand up and get a look at these athletes, man. Talk about demolition derby, man.
Everyone laid out, all 6 competitors writhing in pain on the ground.
Lee just suplexed Taylor to the outside, into everybody, into the guardrail, the concrete. Man.
Azteca, the only ones really on their feet, trying to come together and get a game plan going. Take advantage of this human carnage that took place just moments ago.
I tell you, the winners of this may not even be able to make it to take on the international superstars.
You know, by the time they get there, international superstars might just have, slim pickings.
My goodness, and it's just still out of control, all 3 teams. This match is not tornado style, but that's what we're getting.
Oh, you ain't going to keep all these guys out of the ring. This is too many egos, too many alpha types. You can't tell these guys what to do. I mean, how is Kurt Diamond supposed to maintain control when you have all these great athletes all wanting to fight?
Very tough job for our official, I tell you. And oh, man.
Balor and Ray went for a cutter.
Oh, he still powered him up anyway.
Up with the fireman carry.
God, man. Death Valley drove him hard into the canvas. And you can see Alex Taylor. Man, I don't know how he's moving.
And Lee hits Balor
good
with a package pile driver. Taylor coming in with a clothesline. Lee reverses it, picks him up in a wheelbarrow.
Dropped him down. I don't think he caught all of it there.
Looks like his hand slipped off. You know, these guys stay out there, they get sweaty, they get slippery. You can't execute everything as perfectly as you might want to.
Oh,
but
nice
damage is damage.
By Kaufman.
Oh,
huge boot. Did you hear that, Bryce?
That's a brain rattler.
Oh, he just hit the cruise control. That could be it if he can get a cover. And here goes Ray Fury.
Ray Fury up on the top rope.
He's going to drop the
F-bomb
on him. The froggy elbow. Furia Azteca in control.
Balor coming in right afterwards.
Oh, and look at him
taking over 2.
Oh, I can't believe it.
And Balor at the last second slips in and steals the victory from Azteca.
Booby's Garage has serviced the Pensacola, Florida area since 1930, providing honest, reliable auto repair. We are 4 generations strong with many more to come. From timing belts to transmissions, we've got you covered. Located at 30135 US Highway 98 in Alberta, Alabama. Give us a call for all your automotive needs.
Battle of the Jacksons here, and we see Jaxson Slade make his way out to the ring first. I tell you, this guy, a crafty veteran in the business. He's fought the likes of them all, including Zane Stevens.
Jaxson Slade, definitely a specimen, to be sure.
Tremendous athlete. Just look at him.
Jumping over the top rope, showing some athleticism, some agility there. They're doing well in this match.
And I tell you, Jaxson Slade has learned that agility from being in the business for 12 years. I mean, he's perfected the strength, the agility, the speed, just all of it. And he is a second-generation superstar. His father, Adrian Whisper, wrestled over 2 decades in this business. So you have to give the experience advantage to Jaxson Slade as Jaxson Cassel, the hybrid, makes his way out to the ring. This guy is huge. Just look at him, Bryce.
Oh, yeah.
2 heavyweight monsters about to duke it out in the ring. Like I said, huge shout out to Auto Medic bringing us this awesome main event here. This one's gonna be epic.
Jaxson Cassel, definitely an agile, well-rounded wrestler.
And although Jaxson Cassel is only been in the business for 2.5 years, he brings a professional background from football and track from when he attended at Langston University. That's when he first started crafting that magnificent physique that you see right here, Bryce.
Well, he better bring something if he wants to take down Slade.
All the way from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He said he doesn't care about the experience. He is ready to make an impact here tonight at Revolt Pro Wrestling.
Well, he has all the tools to do it. Slade, however, the veteran here, getting in the head of the crowd, and Cassel.
We'd like to thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on the Gulf Coast CW Network for this awesome main event matchup.
Slade here showing his utter disdain for Cassel, the crowd, the referee, possibly the ring apron, I don't know.
Yeah, and I can tell you, shadow graphic images as well as the Alberta Farmers Co-op did not sponsor the match so that Jaxson could just run around outside and just show off to the crowd.
Hey, this is a strategic maneuver. You get your opponent off their game, you make them play it your way by your rules. Why is he going to get in there and just go up against Cassel the way Cassel wants him to?
So he's trying to get Cassel to make a rookie mistake.
He's trying to get him to make any type of mistake. You know, every single fight ends in the exact same way. Someone makes a mistake, and the other guy's in the right position to take advantage of it.
That's a brilliant point, Bryce Anthony.
It is coming from me, brilliant Bryce Anthony.
That's why they call you brilliant. I tell you, I love working out here with you, Bryce.
I'd do anything to get away from you.
Come on, Bryce. Nonetheless, a power lockup to start here to see Slade winning this first lockup. Oh, look at that.
Slade posing, showing the crowd what he's got, and it is impressive.
And he is already getting in the head of Jaxson Cassel. Jaxson can't be looking to the crowd and wondering why Slade's doing this and doing that. He needs to be the hybrid and stick it to his opponent.
What does that mean, being the hybrid? Is he half electric and fuel efficient?
No, that means he is like no other. Here we go. Look at him right there. Look at that display of power.
I don't think you know what the word hybrid means.
Well, why don't you tell everybody watching what it means, Bryce?
What, hybrid? It's when you combine two things and make something better from it.
That's what I'm saying. His sports background with professional wrestling.
Not what you said at all.
Nonetheless, a stalemate to start, Bryce. And here we go.
Slade with the big swing, misses wide.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Slade impressive so far, but it's Cassel who caught him off guard.
Look.
Oh, look at that power.
Slade up in a dangerous area there.
Jumping European uppercut and a jumping drop kick right here in front of us to the outside, Bryce. Outstanding, Bryce.
Slade definitely feeling that. Ate some canvas and ate some concrete.
Man, he is right here in front of us. He is reeling. He wants a timeout, Bryce.
And I can't say I blame him. Why wouldn't he want a timeout?
There's no timeouts allowed in professional
You should
wrestling.
give it to him. Just let him have it.
Kurt Diamond's going to count him out.
Well, that's because Kurt Diamond doesn't know what he's doing.
Oh, but you can see Cassel does.
Slade gets reintroduced to the ring in the hard way.
I tell you, the hybrid looking impressive so far here at his debut match for Revolt Pro Wrestling.
High hip toss. Slade definitely feeling that one.
huge display of strength on hand.
Ooh. Straight shot right to the breadbasket.
And see, that's just great awareness from Slade. He saw Cassel coming in nice and slow. Cassel was smiling to the crowd. Oh, look at that agility. Man, what a clothesline, Price. The crowd loves it. The cover.
I don't care whether the crowd loved it or not. It was an impressive maneuver. I mean, repositioning your opponent exactly the way you want him, just to hit that move, nearly coming up with the 3 count. Slade just not there yet.
But what a forceful kick out from Slade. You can tell Slade is angry here. I'm looking for Slade to capitalize.
Oh!
There it was.
And that is how you shut down a man's momentum. Take your boot, put it right in their ribs.
I just knew it was coming, Bryce. You don't wrestle for 12 years in this business and just get caught like that. Oh, huge back body drop, Bryce Anthony. And Slade out here to us again. Why don't you give him a drink of your water since you love him so much?
I'm trying to offer it to people.
Diamond up to 5.
O'Shea Edwards.
That wasn't me.
That was totally you.
That was you, Bryce. Merely speculation. Oh, and here we see the crafty veteran. Oh, I thought he was going to trick him. Cassel impressive. You can tell he's done his film study at home, done his homework. He is prepared for his debut tonight.
That Slade's bag of deception isn't doing him a lot of good right now.
Another cover.
Slade just covering his eyes, going, where did I go wrong here?
Jaxson Cassel impressive here in this battle of the Jacksons.
They're both named Jackson. You think they're related?
They are not.
No.
I can tell you, Jaxson Slade. Oh, look at this. Forget that point. Look at this stalling suplex. Mighty suplex, kind of varied into a brainbuster, Bryce.
Cassel hit the brainbuster. The brainbuster didn't pay off.
Wow, near fall there, I tell you. I'm pretty surprised here to see Slade getting manhandled here.
It's not often you see a man that size get dominated like this. Slade has just not been able to find Cassel's number, and he better do it quick if he wants to come out of this the winner.
Oh, and there's the training coming into play right there.
That basement drop kick to the knee sent Cassel's head right into the middle turnbuckle.
And just like that, Slade in control, and look at that. Instead of going for a cover, he just mounts him and pounds him in the skull, Bryce.
Goes for the ground and pound. You know, you can come up with a lot of flashy maneuvers, but is it really going to be more effective than a fist to the face?
It is not. I tell you, just like that, that's all it took was for Slade to see his opponent coming in, and then bam, he took his advantage. He just leaped out at the leg, caught him. A little bit of luck, but mostly skill there, Bryce.
And now the hybrid trapped in the sleeper hold, working his way out.
Right place, right time.
Oh, there's the kitchen sink right to the midsection.
Just like that, nice and basic, nice and simple, showing his veteranism on display.
That's not even a word.
It is a word, Bryce.
Not a word.
It's hard to defeat somebody who's been in this business for 12 years when you yourself only have 2.5 in. And of course, you're going to be younger. You may have more wind, but you're not going to have the awareness that Jaxson Slade has.
Well, you know, it's something that comes with a wealth of knowledge of the business. When you've been over inside of this industry for over a decade, there's things you pick up. There's subtlety to it. It's all these little things that Jaxson Slade does that makes him a superior athlete. Cassel comes in with all the heart in the world, all the energeticness, all the crowd support he can, but really, it all comes down to skill in the end.
Great point there, Bryson. You can see the look in Jaxson Slade's eyes. He is possessed now. He is in control. He is feeling it. He knows it's his time.
I mean, you can see it right here with what Slade's doing. Ground the man, put him in a sleeper, choke him out, make him go to sleep. Right? You can't go doing your high flying flippy doos. If you're over right here, that was almost 3.
Ooh, that was close. Fantastic. I tell you, Cassel gonna need a lot to come back here. There's a counter.
That's a backslide. 2 only.
And a
Go for the schoolboy. 2 count only.
And there's Slade.
There's the clothesline gonna end that.
You could see Slade just setting it up from the get-go. He knew as soon as he kicked out, if he could be first back to his feet, the cover.
Now see, right here, look what Slade's doing. Look where his knee is on Cassel's wrist, holding it down, making it harder for Cassel to kick out. Those are the little subtle moves that I'm talking about. When you put all of your weight on another human being, you make them work to get up. You do less, they do more, and that's how you win.
And that's a brilliant point, Bryce.
Of course.
That's the difference between 12 years in this biz and 2.5. Look at Slade, nothing fancy, nothing pretty, just slings his opponent outside.
Oh, yeah. Of course not. Why would he have to do anything pretty and exciting when he can just smash you right in the mouth and get the 3 count?
I tell you, Jaxson Slade, the second generation superstar. He was born for this, Bryce.
Oh, and he's showing it with every second we go on.
You can see both of them coming out here to us again.
We are right out here in front.
Ground and pound style to a T. And look at that.
There you go. That's the experience of Slade. Roll in, break the count, keep it going.
We might have to stop calling you brilliant and call Jaxson Slade brilliant Jaxson Slade.
Let's not go nuts here.
Oh, you went let Jaxson Slade?
That's my thing. Let him get his own.
Okay. Well, regardless, Kurt Dobbin up to 6. I think the hybrid might get counted out right here.
He could. Very well.
8. It's over, Bryce.
He's 8. That's 9.
There's 9.
He make it.
How'd he get back in there, Bryce?
He almost didn't.
Pure heart. Gotta love that. Man.
Able to get himself out of Goofy Land long enough to make it back in the ring.
And you gotta love sponsors like Booby's Garage and Pink Heels. It's because of all of our sponsors that we can deliver the best action in the Gulf Coast on the CW network.
A vicious chop from Slade right there. Trying to set him up for a suplex.
He called something out. He said it's over.
Oh.
Now just showing off a little bit. He is in control. He is feeling it. Jackson's got to come up with something, Cassel that is, or it's over.
Say there's multiple Jacksons in the ring right now. You might want to specify. Oh. It is the camel clutch applied.
Just sitting on that lower back, wrenching on that neck, man.
Hey, now you're right. Now he is a hybrid. He's part wrestler, part recliner.
Oh, Bryce, I tell you what. I can't take you sometimes, Bryce.
Good, leave.
Diamond says that Cassel is not going to submit. He's still in it. He's telling him no. He's fighting. Now here's a display of strength. Look at the power.
Oh, that's some power right there by the hybrid. Jaxson Cassel showing some resilience there.
But he's got to capitalize.
And he meets an elbow for his effort. Oh. Close range Irish whip. Chest first straight into the turnbuckle. That'll take all the air out of you.
And I tell you, as much as I don't like Jaxson Slade's attitude, you have to like what he is doing to Cassel in this match. Like I said, nothing fancy, nothing pretty. He just slung him right off the turnbuckle.
How can you not like Jaxson Slade? How can you say that? Look at him go.
I mean, the man's got an attitude, but he can wrestle, as we're witnessing right here.
But yeah, when you're as talented as Jaxson Slade, you better have an attitude, or you ain't going nowhere.
It appears the hybrid has caught a second wind. Where'd he get this from, Bryce?
There's Cassel trying to make a comeback, trying to get some momentum going in his favor. Jaxson Slade trying to shut it down.
Oh, you see Kurt Diamond break it up.
Oh, Kurt Diamond almost got a face blow of the hybrid.
That was close, Bryce. Oh, but he got caught.
Spine buster.
That's it, Bryce. He kicked out.
He kicked out for sure. I think that was a 3.
And now this is where you see a difference between 12 years and 2.5. The hybrid, the younger athlete, I mean, it's hard to put him down. He's kicked out of everything. Oh. Just caught him just like that. What's he setting up for here? Oh, man. Sliding German suplex. That's got to be it, Bryce. The cover.
Kick out right there. Jaxson Slade not done yet.
And you can see the hybrid very shocked that Slade kicked out of that.
Sliding German suplex off the ropes. Very impactful move. Not enough to put away Slade.
And now Cassel's feeling it. He might be trying to set up for jumping jacks. And if he hits that, I don't know if Slade can kick out. Here we go, setting up for it.
Oh, it meets the turnbuckle for his effort.
And Slade caught him. Oh, vicious dropping power slam. That might be it.
You see, look what I'm talking about. He holds down both wrists, one with his hand, one with his knee, and puts his forearm across the man's face.
Jaxson Slade is brilliant. I tell you. Genius in the ring right now, but what's he setting up for here in the corner, Bryce? Oh, come on, you can't do that to Kurt Diamond. Oh, see, that's what he gets. Kurt Diamond was just doing his job. See, if he wouldn't have been doing hand gestures to Kurt Diamond, he might have hit that leg drop.
Now Kurt Diamond needs to get out of Jaxson Slade's way.
Oh, there it is. Oh, the jumping jacks. That's it, Bryce. The cover. He got him. Where did that come from, Bryce?
Jaxson Cassel pulls off the jumping jacks, puts Slade down, and you know what? I'm going to call this one an upset.
Bryce, I can't disagree. I mean, the hybrid made his debut here tonight, and what a debut that was.
Well, that is going to do it for this episode of Revolt Pro Wrestling. I'd like to thank our viewers for joining us on the Gulf Coast CW.